So let's talk about what speed actually costs you and the 4 things to fix first. So my name is Clay. I'm the co-founder of Convertibles. We run a CRO and speed optimization agency for 2 million plus Shopify brands. Speed is the one thing brands underrate the most, and it's very technical in the solutions. We're going to show you what people mostly get wrong. They treat speed like a developer score, a number in the tool. It's not. Speed is a revenue problem, especially if you're over a certain threshold. So if you have a slow store, it's loading on phone connections. You might think like the store is quick to me if you're in New York or a big city, but think about how many people in the United States are in rural America on a 3G connection, on a household with 12 people on the phone or 5 people on the Wi-Fi that's splitting the Wi-Fi. Everybody's, streaming. And you have to think that that's really going to knock down the total load speed. And that cohort of users, which is a very large percentage, is going to be very sensitive to a slow load experience. So every second that the site is loading is costing you buyers on mobile. And if you're at all above 3 seconds as a rule of thumb, that's really the threshold that's hurting you. So first I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you how you can check this. 1 second. All right, so this is Page Speed Insights. And when you load in your domain, you're going to get all of the key metrics that Google sees when they're looking at your site. Largest contentful paint being one of the most important. And this performance score is a really great indicator. So we're looking especially at the mobile score. Next, we're going to flip over to our calculator. 1 second here. All right, here's the money side. So this is a free tool on convertibles. I want you to take the LCP that you saw on Page Speed Insights, throw that in here, put in your monthly revenue and click calculate. So for this brand, doing around 2 million a month, let's say, if we can get that speed down from 3.8 to 3, that's going to be $70,000 a month in revenue. If we get it below 2.5 seconds, it's going to be 1.37 million in additional revenue. So these are big needle moving projects that we can focus on. So if your store feels slow, this is the 4 things that I would fix. First, your apps. Every app you install adds a script to every page. Audit them. Most stores are carrying apps they stopped using a year ago, and they're still loading on every single visit. Another big culprit is conditional loading on apps. Say you have Replo. You only want Replo's libraries and scripts loading on a Replo page. There's cases where that's now loading on every page of your site, your homepage, your product page. None of the Replo scripts need to be on there, but they're causing a 10% hit to your performance. So second is images. Oversized images are the most common single cause of a slow store. You want to compress them and serve them the right size and lazy load anything below the fold. One of the gotchas is that an image in Shopify does compress images. But if you still don't want to upload oversized images into Shopify, and here's why. If a third-party tool like Rebuy for cart drawers or a product recommendation app that injects and shows an overlay of cross-sell products, that's not going to pull Shopify's cached, pre-compressed image. It's going to pull the source image that you uploaded. If you pull into Replo on a landing page, an image, it's not going to pull Shopify's pre-compressed. It's going to pull the 4 megabyte image that you have. So do not upload oversized images. Even though Shopify will compress them in their native case on a product page in an image carousel, there's still many cases where that massive sized image or video is going to kill your load time. Third is the theme itself. A lot of themes are bloated with code for features they don't even use. They're built for ease of usability, not for performance. So sometimes, honestly, the fix is a rebuild, not another patch. And last, measure on mobile, not desktop. Your desktop is going to be almost always fast. The buyer is on a 3-year-old phone on cell data. You want to test there. So 2 warnings. If someone promises you a perfect 100 score on speed in developer tools, be careful. A perfect score means nothing. The goal is fast for real buyers, not a screenshot. So these speed scores in page speed, they can be gamed. For example, if we had a client and we promised them a certain score, well, we could go in and we could lazy load every image, we could async every script, and the score is going to be great because the core of the site, the layout is going to load very quickly, but then images are going to be lazy loaded in. The actual experience is going to be not optimal for a user. There is some things that you actually do want to render block, certain scripts like an A/B testing tool. You want that to be render blocking so it can first take the cookied user and split them into version A or version B. That avoids a page flicker. Certain tracking scripts you do want to be loaded first. And then some images above the fold hero images, you do want those higher in the load priority. So load priority sequencing is a big issue. If the only fix anyone offers is installing another app, like a speed up app, Hyperspeed or something like that, you're not fixing the app problem by adding another app. You fix it by removing weight. So to recap, speed's not a tech vanity number. It's ad spend that you're protecting, revenue you're unlocking. So you need to audit your apps, fix your images, measure on mobile, and rebuild the theme if the data earns it. So if you want us to find out what's slowing down your store, links in the description. Thanks for watching.